We don't have too many folks here. I think everyone's like still snuggling in their bed with this gray weather and enjoying fall, our first day of fall weather. So, welcome. Welcome to the September 2025 Town Hall. The thing that you like the most to review, we'll get it out of the way. The August financials have been posted, and the recap has been printed out and put in the library in the binder entitled Fiscal Year 25-26. So for August, our revenue came in a little bit under budget by 47,266. However, our expenses are getting better. We were better than budget by 71,262. And so our operating contribution was a little bit better than budget, and we beat it by 41,630. We're still underwater for the year. For April, May, June, July, we kind of ran a little bit under budget for operating contribution, so we could still continue to watch expenses. We well, I'll let sales tell this tale, but we are increasing revenue or occupancy, so that should impact revenue positively. We're keeping an eye, of course, on salaries. Utilities have been hard. We budgeted for something closer to last year's electricity budget, but with the opening of the new summer house and the clubhouse, we're utilizing a lot more electricity than we had anticipated. So we're making that adjustment for the next year's budget, which I'm in the middle of doing now. And then outside services has been challenging because we used to have a CapEx threshold of $1,000. It's now $5,000, which means anything under $5,000 has to hit our expense line. So that's why you're seeing outside services has been climbing this year. We did better in August than budget, but we're still behind as far as year to date. So basically, the recap is just overall, we're seeing expenses return to better than budget results. Revenue issues are still driven by underutilization of summer house. We've discussed the issue with corporate, and we feel we have a solution. In fact, we just got authorization to unbundle care in the rate. We had 17 points of care in the rate. If we pull that out, it makes us a bit more competitive. So we expect to see some good momentum there. And then our marketing focus remains featuring memory care in both print and digital advertising. We're doing great in residential living. Our focus is on increasing occupancy in summer house. So as you may know, we have partnered with the Disney Institute to develop for Front Porch service standards, as well as some internal employee programs that will assist us in not only better onboarding, but better training. And so Ryan was selected as one of the builder group participants. The builder group defined 5 service standards that will be consistent amongst all Front Porch communities. And those are our commitment to safety, kindness, inclusion, personalization, and efficiency. And then our purpose was defined as we make a difference and spark joy by creating heartfelt moments that enrich lives, which is kind of lengthy. Disney also has a purpose statement that's lengthy, but what it boils down to is we make people happy. And so I think ultimately our purpose can be we make a difference and enrich lives. Joel and Deanne represented Walnut Village in the worker group. They are responsible for building out the following programs that will be implemented company-wide. Sorry about the typo. Employee recognition, leadership presence, communication, and team member welcome experience. And so they will actually be completing their portions and presenting to Front Porch Senior Leadership later in October. And then there will be a pilot program that will start at 4 communities this January, and it will be rolled out to all communities later in 2026. I don't believe we'll be selected as a pilot community. I hope not, because we've been the pilot for a lot of other things. But it will roll out sometime in 2026. Just a reminder, we get updates on resident engagement surveys returned, and Walnut Village is only at about 20%. So I would ask you to please fill out that survey. If you have misplaced it, let me know. I can get you another blank copy. But if you would be so kind to fill that out, it really helps us in determining if we're meeting your needs, if you want other things from us. So please don't hesitate to communicate via that resident survey. The Employee Appreciation Fund, it's already getting time for that year, or that part of the year where you're going to start getting the letter from Resident Council with a solicitation for any donations for the Employee Appreciation Fund. It has been asked regarding the new no tax on tips legislation, if there will be no tips on the employee bonus. Because it's a one-time bonus, it's considered a bonus. Only those people who regularly receive tips are eligible for no tax on tips. So long story short, it's just like last year, where the resident council was so generous and kind enough to gross up those bonuses to account for the taxes being taken out. So, Dawn and Colleen, it's finally time. Wedding bells will be ringing on Monday, this Monday already. So it's time for, yes, sir, good stuff. It's time for something happy to happen here. And everyone here is invited to the after wedding celebration in the Red Chair Lounge from 1 to 3. Dawn and Colleen are providing some nice refreshments. Come by and congratulate the happy couple, and we'll see you there. Johnny, will you come up and give us some maintenance updates, please? Please welcome Johnny from maintenance.
Good morning, everyone. So for the maintenance updates, we have rocks in the courtyard fountain scheduled to be replaced next week. I think those have been done already.
It wasn't yesterday.
They used to be rocks that look like potatoes, now they're black. Oh, sorry. So the rocks in the courtyard fountain were changed out. They used to look like potatoes, now they're black rocks. Just so you know. And then the new fountains in the Serenity Garden and Summer House will be replaced with more durable versions, as the current ones continue to malfunction. You know they're all bad, so we're gonna get new ones. The lighting strings in the courtyard, all bulbs have been repaired. Note this will be ongoing replacement. The lights keep going out, so we're gonna keep replacing them. And then the Campix exterior painting tentatively scheduled for late October to begin. That's something you guys know about. And the refurbishments we have right now are 865, 210, and 112.
You have more? Still can't see where I'm going.
Okay, pest control completed this month. Reminder service is scheduled every second Tuesday of the month. If you feel you need service, please call the front desk and we'll put in the work order for you. The front door locks, fobs, we are still working through some operating issues with new locks. So if you're experiencing any fob or any hard issues, please again call front desk and we will take care of it. Elevator 2 screeching sound for the third floor has been corrected. I haven't heard any more screeching sound on it, so let me know if you do. And the corridor ACs have been serviced and are holding temperatures between 73 and 76 degrees. Let us know if you see any changes. It's ongoing work, so just let us know if you see anything.
Any questions for Johnny?
Yes, ma'am.
Library up, we've been working on it. We were there yesterday, and it was 80 and 82 degrees in there.
I know we changed it this morning. I don't know who keeps touching the thermostats. I don't know if anybody gets a key from the front desk and changes them. They're changing them from heat to cool, so I don't know. I'll check in with GDOT to see who's doing that, but we changed them again this morning. Yeah. Any other questions?
Ellen. I notified people. Ethan like a week and a half ago.
Okay, so he
So
didn't
it's
tell
in
me.
process.
Okay. I'll take a look at it. I'll turn on all the lights on and I'll check it out. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, but thank you.
The pool room is still running at 79 degrees all the time.
That one is yeah, I'll double check today. It should be. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. Please, if you see anything out of sorts, please put in a work order. They will get to it. Ellen, I did have the conversation with Ethan about a week and a half ago, so I think the light situation over here on the side is in progress. Apparently, he didn't update Johnny on that, but it is in progress. Okay, Pam, please come on up and talk about the COVID clinic. COVID clinic.
Good morning, everybody. We have our COVID clinic coming up October 2nd. I believe that's Thursday. I have the vaccination forms at the front desk and in the post. So go ahead and just fill those out and turn them into the front desk like we did before. I apologize on the flu clinic. The beginning was really hectic. It was my fault. I take full responsibility. I forgot to put this, you see how we used to do it. You would go by the letter of your last name, and it was a lot easier to do it that way. And I forgot to put that on my last memo. It will be held in the LLC starting at 9:30. Are there any questions?
Do we need a new form if we turned one in already for the flu?
Go ahead and turn it in. I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I know they're doing all these clinics, so I'm having trouble getting a hold of them. She had told me probably not, but go ahead and just err on the side of caution and go ahead and fill it out. Yes, Kim?
Is this a new version for this season?
Yes. Okay, hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Pam, and please now welcome Chris from the Sales and Marketing Department.
Good morning, all. So we had a great September. I want to thank Deanne and Marina. They filled 4 new apartments, so we are doing very well. End of the month occupancy will be 87%, so we are creeping up. The main goal for this next coming months or so will be for Summer House. We had a big push for the clubhouse. So we have 3 of those apartments rented. 1 has already moved in, and we only have 4 left. So that's great information. So apartment 112 is Shirley Patterson is the first move-in for the clubhouse. I'm not sure if she's here today, but welcome her. She's somewhere around the building. Apartment 350 is Susan Meyer. She's also has been around, so please welcome her as well. And then we have apartment 318, Bernie and Sharon Kammer. They've been in and out, and I know that a bunch of folks have introduced themselves to them already as well. And then we have apartment 37 in Summer House, and that's Dee Dee Kim. So she moved in this past month, and she's doing great. Let's see, we have already reserved 7 apartments for October and November. We only have, as I said before, 4 apartments left in the clubhouse, so doing great there. Please let us know if you have any friends or family that might be interested. We want to give you a reminder that we do give a $5,000 rent credit for referrals. That's a pretty big number. So that would be given on their 3rd month of occupancy. That would be required. And I wanted to thank everybody for signing up for the tour lunches. I have about 20 people signed up. That is just outstanding. So really want to thank you for welcoming all of our prospects that are coming in as well. And that's it.
Okay,
Thank you.
Pam.
Good morning.
Morning.
So one of the advantages of our partnership with CCL being such a large company, they actually have employees who fly all over the country and can fill in when there's staffing vacancies. So we have a temporary executive chef from CCL, Chef Brian Harding. He actually got here Tuesday afternoon, so that's pretty fast. He works 10 days on and 4 days off. Home for him is Orlando, Florida. So he was at the end of his 10 days. He came up from Wesley Palms. So he's back home this weekend in Orlando, and then he'll be back with us on Tuesday. Some upcoming events. The first Sunday of the month brunch will be held on October 5th, and it will feature a create your own pasta bar. We're going to reduce the hours from 11 to 2 to 11 to 1:30. We have found that nobody comes in between 1:30 and 2. So it seems like 11 to 1:30 is plenty enough time for people. The resident and staff appreciation lunch for October will be on October 8th, and it's going to be compliments of Jennifer Ho and Julie Lay. They're going to be providing Panda Express for all of us, and this will be in celebration of the Moon Festival that will be going on during that time. Thank you to all the residents who gave us input and suggestions for our new menu that's going to start on October 13th. I think we really were able to customize it for what we know that you all like here at Walnut Village. Once that menu starts, please continue to give us your feedback either by writing on your dinner menu, comment cards that are in the salad bar area. You can email me or Carmen, or talk to us in person. And then what will happen for the next go around for the 6-week cycle is we'll be able to make changes from what you experienced the first go around. So please let us know what you think. And lastly, the chef's homemade ice cream for October will be caramel apple. Does anybody have any questions? No? All right.
Ryan?
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to touch base on some upcoming events. It's already time for our quarterly balance screening again already, so that will be next Friday in the gym lobby from 8 to 12. Drop in at any time. It only takes roughly 5 minutes or so. If you've been coming regularly, we'll compare the results, track progress. If you're a newer resident, then that would be a great time for us to collect some solid data, and then we can present that back to you after every single cycle and every single screening. Also, the following Saturday, October 11th, we have our drum circle. We've been doing that more often per request. We had a few residents that really enjoyed it, so we're doing that as every other month now. So that's going to be October 11th. And then another thing happening in October, thought we'd bring a little competition to things to try and change it up a little bit. Had some people wanting to be competitive with one another, so I thought, why not? Let's try a Walnut Village Team Ironman Triathlon. That seems like a good idea, right? So it's going to begin October 6th, and it is a team. I can't stress that enough. It is a team of anywhere from 3 to 5 residents. The more residents you have on your team, the easier it is, because then the less work you have to do. If it was me, I would try and find a team of 4 or 5. Because the triathlon, the full Ironman triathlon, that I'm very optimistic that those of you that are going to participate in this will be able to successfully complete this. But it does consist of a 2.4 mile swim and or walk in the pool, a 112 mile bike ride and or new step ride in the gym, and a 26.2 mile walk. All of this can be done. The swim pretty much probably needs to be done in the pool, right? The bike or new step ride probably should be in the gym. The walk, however, can be outside. It can be in the hallways. It can be on the treadmill. There's many different options for that. And it doesn't have to all be done by one person, right? There doesn't have to be one designated swimmer, one designated walker, one designated bike rider. It's a team, a collective effort. So again, if we get 4 or 5 team members, that should spread the workload, and this doesn't have to be all done at once. I'm expecting this to take the course of the month to complete. So those of you that are a little competitive and want to try and push yourself, I don't know if anyone needs to get an Ironman tattoo or anything like that after they complete it, but there will be prizes to all of those residents that successfully complete this, because this is quite a tall order, quite frankly. Questions, comments, concerns? Wonderful. I hope to see a lot of you participating and working your tails off, quite frankly. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Okay, who's gonna compete? All right, Ellen, Liz, Judy, Colleen, that's a half yes. And Alan, okay, good. Okay, let me do Sandy's. She's off today. So once again, we are talking about scams because they never end and they're constantly coming up with new ones. How can I identify a scam email? Be suspicious of any email that asks for any of your personal information, especially any credit card number or any password or account information. Absolutely do not give that out to anybody unless you know for sure you're dealing with a legitimate company. Also, look for spelling or grammar errors. Email scams are often poorly written. And I don't know, for those of you who have smartphones, I'm constantly getting texts from numbers that start with country codes of 62, 37. You know, if it's from out of the country, it's a scam. Review the actual email address from the sender. Scam emails often come from unusual addresses. Oftentimes, scammers will promise free things. Most companies aren't giving things away for free. And don't open any emails with just a PDF and no messages. Those PDFs have malware typically in them, or any attachment has malware in it that you don't want to open. Any questions on that? And again, Sandy is a great resource for any questions regarding computer issues or concerns. Spiritual care updates. The Los Angeles Formosan Master Chorale will be here in the chapel tomorrow, September 27th at 3:30 p.m. Sunday morning church services, of course, every Sunday at 10:30 here in the chapel. The Chimers will be playing in the Sunday morning church service on October 12th. That should be fun. The chaplain is available every Wednesday and Sunday between 2 and 3 p.m. in San Andreas Vault. The weekly Bible study is Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. now in the LLC. Please note the change of time and location, but I think it's working out. It's a little bit more private and quiet. Roman Catholic Mass with Father Nicholas is Monday, October 6th here in the chapel at 10:30. And then also Roman Catholic Communion is Monday, October 20th at 10:30 here in the chapel. And now I would like to invite Sal to come up and give you an update on activities. Yay, Sal.
Hello everybody. As Debbie just mentioned, the LA Formosan Master Chorale will be here tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. in the PAC. We have an outing to the Irvine Spectrum Center this Sunday, September 28th. We depart at 12 p.m. noon. There's a arrangements class with RSM 29th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in Clays. There's two classes, one at 11:30 in the morning and the second one at 12:30 p.m. in Clays. And Don and Colleen are going to be having a wedding reception at the RCL this Monday, September 29th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We have an outing to Mother's Market and Kitchen the first time we're going there. We're going to test out how everybody enjoys it. This Tuesday, September 3rd, we depart at 11:30 in the morning. We have a men's mingle and coffee and pancakes this Wednesday, October 1st at 9 a.m. in the RCL. We have an outing to the Sugar Plum Festival this Thursday, October 2nd. We have a crafts class with Jim a Sunday brunch, which Kim mentioned earlier, on Sunday, October 5th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in the RCL and Grove. We have a resident council Monday, October 6th from at 1 p.m. in the PAC. And we have a Brea Mall shopping outing Tuesday, October 7th our Trivia Recall Championship Tuesday, October 7th, day of the month at 4:30 p.m. happy hour in the RCL. We have an activity committee for the first time ever this Wednesday, October 8th at 10 a.m. in the LLC. Then we have a Moon Festival meal Wednesday, October 8th in place of the resident staff appreciation lunch in the Bistro Courtyard or RCL. That's still to be determined, and so is the time. We'll give you more information as it comes out. And we have a trip to Bowers Museum to see the Terracotta Warriors before they leave on Sunday, October. I'm sorry, I think I got the. Yeah, that's a Thursday. That's my bad. October 9th. We depart at 11:30 in the morning. We have Donut Day Friday, October 10th at 7:30 in the morning in the, and we have an outing to see the Air String Quartet Saturday, October 11th. We leave at 2:45 p.m. and we have a Sunday outing to downtown Disney and lunch October 12th. We depart at 12 p.m. noon. Beach City Band is gonna come Monday, October 13th at 7 p.m. here in the pack. And we have the Coffee and Conversation with Debbie Tuesday, October 14th at 9 a.m. in the LLC. We have a Ralph's shopping outing on Tuesday, October 14th. We leave at 11:30 in the morning, and we to Morongo Casino. October 16th, we depart at 9:30 in the morning. Then next month's town hall will be Friday, October 17th at 10 a.m. here in the pack, and a Chinese youth group choir will be coming here Saturday, October 18th at 3:30 p.m. here in the pack. And thank you, that seems to be all. And if you wish to sign up for any of these events, we'll be having an October calendar review, 12 p.m. today. So come if you want to sign up for any of these events.
Any questions for Sal?
Any questions?
Okay, thank you, Sal.
Thank you.
Yes,
I went to the movies last night. Overflowing. So I just wanted to congratulate Sal, you and all of us.
Thank you. Also, please thank Elaine for it. She was the one that set up the movie that night, and also Gary and Liz Bradley and Terry Taylor. They helped me a great amounts with setting up the movies after hours. And again, all of you are the ones that choose the movies.
I'm glad you're enjoying the movie theater and that we're using it to its fullest extent. You might want to hold on to this in case somebody else has another question. Just want to give you an update quickly because we're starting to do, Araceli's doing more Sunday outings, and we have limited space in the current vehicles that she can drive with her C license. We are looking into getting an 8-seat van that will that any C-class driver can drive. So hopefully that'll be coming in the next month or so, which will open up a lot more seats to be able to enjoy the Sunday outings. So more information as we get further authorization, but Joel has been working on that diligently, and we're hoping that we will go ahead and get authorization to get that 8-seat passenger van. We can also, we have to take out a couple seats, but we can also get 2 wheelchairs in it. So hopefully that'll come through for us. Any other questions? Judy has a question. Sal, if you would be so kind to hand her the microphone. Thank you.
Do we have an update on the sound system in here being improved?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Ethan and I are walking one more time with the sound company on Tuesday, September 30th at 9 a.m. here to do a final walkthrough for the sound that they are going to be, or the sound equipment that they're going to be upgrading to. So hopefully it should start shortly after September 30th, the install. And I'll get more information on that. Any other questions? Okay, well, enjoy the fall weather, stay dry. To end, life fails to be perfect, but never fails to be beautiful. I hope you can find moments of beauty in every day and take good care of each other. And we'll see you around the village and, of course, next month at Town Hall. Thank you, everybody.